This is 70,000 tons of metal, the original but world's biggest heavy metal cruise. 60 bands, 4 days, 1 cruise ship, only 3,000 tickets. It's like having an all-access backstage pass. January 29th to February 2nd, 2026. From Miami, Florida to Nassau, the Bahamas, and back. Go to 70,000tons.com and book now.
What's up, everybody? Dark Masick and Bruce from Brutally Delicious talking today with Mate and Giannis from Beast and Black. How are you guys doing?
Pretty well. Pretty well.
I mean, look at that view. Like, how could you not be? Is it on camera?
Yeah.
Okay, so fucking gorgeous view. Day 4. All right, middle of the South Atlantic, Caribbean, whatever. Hey, you guys had a really weird experience with set times. You want to talk about that?
Why not?
Well, but basically, for the people who were there, they could see that the weather was just not doable because even if we started a single mode, I think the whole equipment would break down, just like it happened for Amorphous.
It didn't even work.
Yeah.
They couldn't make it work. It was soaked in water. So
Yeah, the laptops were getting soaked. Like everything was just.
yeah, so there was no choice. We had to reschedule. So
So yeah, your pool deck set was supposed to was like 8 or 9 p.m. and then
Yes.
moved indoors 4:15 in the morning.
Yes.
Okay, and then you played 12 hours later or something.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
How did you do it? How many sleeping pills did that take?
I think from the moment that we woke up at 8 a.m. the previous day for the dolphin excursion, up until the second show,
that's how I started.
we did only naps. So
What?
like 1 hour here and then 2 hours there, and we did the 2 shows.
So you had to do the dolphin excursion in between the 2 shows?
No. It was
The morning.
Oh, okay.
The morning before the 9 p.m. show. So yes,
Right.
yes.
what we did.
So we did all around the clock, like a couple of naps.
What we did meet and greet in between the shows.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it was not enough. Dolphin, 2 shows.
Yeah, so after the 4 a.m. we slept maybe 2 or 3 hours, and then at around 9, 10 in the morning we woke up for the meet and greets.
Oh.
Then I had another nap. I had to do Magic the Gathering event, so the other guys could
It's playing
sleep. I
content.
had to wake up still, but it's all good. It's all good.
Oh, we are done. Now we do the interview.
Yeah, now it's the easy part.
Yeah. But talking all day is not always easy either, right?
Talking is what kind of killed me yesterday because, like, after the second show, I was still fine, but then I went out for, 5-6 hours and I talked loud around people, so, yeah.
That had
not
nothing
the
to do with the booze, though?
I don't drink.
Oh, okay.
I don't
So
drink,
nothing to
so-
do with the booze then. You're right.
No. Indeed, nothing to do with the booze. Indeed.
Good. Dark.
So, something I've always noticed is like when I talk to singers, if it's before the show, they'll say like 1-word answers. If it's
Yes.
after, they'll keep talking.
Yeah, that's pretty right. Yeah, that sounds legit.
But only because there was no show today. Nothing. So that's why he was like,
Yeah.
finally we can.
Yeah, if there was a show today, I would have not said a word after the show yesterday, for sure.
Do you really
Sure.
do that kind of thing?
I'm trying to be very careful because the more you age, like it's very easy to lose your voice, like,
Aging sucks.
and the recovery is slower.
I mean, I guess it's great we're still here, but the bones don't feel good when you
Yeah.
Stand by.
Good.
So, yeah, just incredible, gotta say. Like, 4:15 in the morning, like, it was pretty good turnout, but like that crowd gave it the all. And then later on, that second set, everybody was just all going. I don't know how you guys did it. Like, how do you have the energy? Like, caffeine?
We got it from
Maybe.
the audience. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's
Even at 4 in the morning, there was way more people than we expected. So it
Yes.
was a pretty great experience. And we never played 2 shows in one day.
That's
So we had to do that.
So let me ask you a question where you just said that. How do you manage the energy when you show up and there's 10 people as opposed to 20,000?
Bruce, they don't get 10 people.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like you played small places and then everybody paid to see you guys, right? So they have to get the same show. But how does that energy work? Do you have to manufacture it?
First of all, there was like quite many people in the
Right, and I don't mean
Yeah.
literally 10, but
Yeah, I think what he wants to say is that, yeah, even if there's like a handful of people that, it's not like a massive show. How do you still pull off that energy?
I think, from my perspective, I like these intimate shows more than the big stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like If you have healthy balance through those, then you have enough big shows and then some of these intimate when you are pretty close to the audience. That's healthier than having all the big shows.
Yeah,
That's
you have
always
direct
complained
eye
about it.
contact, and you can immediately interact with the person in front of you. They're closer to you.
Right.
And yeah, for me, even if there's literally 10 people, it means that those 10 are really hardcore fans.
Right.
So it's gonna be intense.
And at the end
either
of the
way.
day, they paid their money the same as anybody, right? So they got to get the same show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, we enjoy our music. So
So it's a rehearsal.
that's like my rehearsal.
Right. Go ahead.
Awesome. So, okay, so glad to see you guys here. You have coming up next a North American tour with Halloween, right?
That's right.
And you did that in Europe last year, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So, what can we expect on this tour? Is there any goodie upcoming?
I think we should expect a very, good mix of what metal is becoming, with Beast in Black, for example. I think I want to see this band as something that can represent what metal in this decade means. And at the same time, you're getting the package of what metal originally has been, with Halloween. So I think you're getting a nice mix of, past, present, and future.
But that settles into your audience too, right? Because you get the multi-generational thing going on.
Exactly. Yes.
And people like me bringing their kids, and probably even grandkids, because you've got the Halloween fans as well,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I want to see Beast in Black as a band that bridges, all the genres and all the generations. You have older people, you have very young people, and you have people that are clueless about heavy metal. They can still listen to it, but then you have the avid heavy metal fans that can also
Right.
vibe with a classical heavy metal sound. There is the variety in our songs to pull it off.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was gonna save this question for later, but I'll bring it up right now. You guys end your set with "Burning Heart," or sorry, it's your walk-off music.
Yes.
And then you once covered "No Easy Way Out," right?
That's right.
The huge anthemic nature of the music that I think it goes beyond metal fans, like you're saying. Are the '80s films and soundtracks? Is that an inspiration?
100%.
So,
Undoubtedly so. And I felt like, especially in the second album, like the whole Rocky IV vibe was kind of chasing us, even though I would never hear Anton, he writes all the songs. I would never hear him specifically or explicitly mention it. But then, when we were, for example, deciding that song, that cover song, No Easy Way Out, it was just the moment that it came to our brains, we were both, we had a handshake, that's the one we're gonna do. So, yes, it's...
In a way, it was an easy choice because that was our outro for years.
it was?
Yeah, that was before Burning Heart. So why not? Let's cover it.
So
Yes.
you're doing Eye of the Tiger now?
Yeah, that was my question. I am the tiger.
That's
nothing's off the table. Yes.
Yes.
But, yeah, that would be cool.
What kind of happened? It's sort of funny. You're saying I'm touring with Halloween, arguably the first power metal band, and then you guys are I guess the new guard. But in a way, it's almost not that much change because it's still the optimism of that '80s era. I love Alice in Chains, but I feel like this disappeared for 30 years. The whole '90s grunge vibe. Things got sad. What made you say, "Fuck yeah, we're going back to kick ass and fist pumping anthems"?
Good question.
Yeah. Maybe you want to handle it?
I'm thinking.
It's enjoying the sun.
I believe that our music, this kind of heavy metal comes from the heart. And probably I don't want to name genres, but those other genres just one made it big and then the others just followed. And but this kind of music which you play from the heart, and then it affects the audience. You kind of got it back and it goes all the way around.
I think people know that for sure. It resonates with people more when it, like you said, it comes from the heart as opposed to I've got to write this song.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I think the average fan or the regular fan is going to notice and connect more to it.
And of course, there's more melody in this music, so it's not just riffs after riffs and some kind of drowning vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. That whole I don't want to say rock star, but I mean, just the live vibe. I feel like that was just missing for so long. Anyway, you mentioned on stage, new album this year.
That's right.
In the fall?
In the
That's
fall,
right.
Okay.
around September.
Yes.
Okay.
Because we will go on a headlining tour in October, so before
Where?
that it must be released. In Europe.
In Europe.
Oh,
Yes.
man, when are you coming back to the States for a headline run?
Can happen. Let's see what's gonna happen after the tour with Halloween.
Yeah.
Is that a wink? Or
Doing the festivals again?
We
Not
will-
too many this year.
Yeah.
We try to like focus fully on this album release, all the promotions, and then the headlining tour in Europe.
So I've got one for you then. When you're writing, are you guys paying attention to not writing the same record as before? So you don't want to alienate your fans by stepping outside of the Beast in Black wheelhouse, but you don't want to write the previous record, right? You want to evolve or change a little. Do you worry about if your fans will stay with it?
Well, it's Anton's responsibility on the first place, so he should be here and talk about it. But yeah, that's one of his goals, not to repeat himself. So everything, renew himself. It's a challenge for him as well.
Right, because not everybody's going to take the journey with you if you change too much, right?
Yeah, but the good thing is that
Yes.
it comes from his heart. So it's like he's not doing it on purpose. That okay, I definitely have to write something different than I did. It comes like his mindset is so different than other people's mindset that it comes naturally. That is like, let's go this way now, let's go that way now. So it's, the whole thing, what you hear is neutral.
Yeah, and every time, like, I can see it, when we record an album together, every time we're in the studio booth, he will be talking to me about so many different subjects. Oh, I was reading this book and I have this inspiration from that and that. And then in the next album, it's completely different stuff. So I'm like, how do you know all this? Like, where does all this knowledge come from? Like, oh yeah, I'm listening to podcasts and audiobooks and I'm learning all these things. I'm like, he's telling me, these massive stories, and that's how this song came about. So yeah, his inspiration is endless, and he has ways to make the nod. Okay, this is a Beast in Black sound, this is a Anton song, but he always finds a way to dress it in a different way.
So one more, and I'll let him jump in. So do you ever get surprised in what he brings to the table?
Well, yes, with his European song, for instance, so sometimes he brings some things up which I like. We didn't expect that we are gonna move this direction. But it turns out great because it's still Beast in Black. It doesn't move out.
Right, and you don't have the same vision he had when he was writing it, but you can get on board with it.
Yeah. In the he starts. He has a zillion different ideas, and which
Right.
wouldn't fit in Beast in Black. But he really wants to fit something in Beast in Black, that he finds a way how to do it.
Gotcha.
So even if it's like a really ground song, then he could make it sound like Beast in Black and would.
What?
Yeah, he could
I
make.
believe so.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, that was gonna be like what can we expect on this album? Is it gonna? I'm trying to think. Like from the first album, from Hell with Love to Dark Connection, there's variety, but it still sounds like Beast in Black. Are we getting?
That's, I would say, hits after hits.
Hit that?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
So-
song-wise, I'm very, very happy and confident with this album. Like, personally speaking, even more than the last one.
Really?
Like, for me, comfortably, yes. So, but it's a matter of taste after that point. But
It's
the
always-
great thing is that we can easily stand behind
Yeah, it's been
all of those creations.
under creation for 5 years now. So
really?
like,
That was my next question. It's like you guys, like the first three, like 2017, 2019, 2021. Like it's been 5 years. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, sometimes things take longer. So, but
and
I'm
there's
not
more
sure if it's gonna be.
responsibilities,
Yes.
and there is lots of. He says there's lots of mistakes. He doesn't want to commit again.
Was a lot of this written during the pandemic then?
I believe so. He uses many old ideas as well, but I think half of the songs are brand new on this album. So I'm just like really like written 2 years ago.
Right.
So, well, it's gonna be a great album. I have no doubt. That's why we dared to move to like mid-sized arenas. The next tour is gonna happen like the 4,000, 6,000. Yeah.
Do you find that intimidating or just
Well,
No,
the album
I
is
find it welcoming. It's like bring it on.
Yes, exactly. It's a challenge, but we'll make it.
What about playing with legends like Halloween? Do you find that intimidating at all?
No.
In the end,
There's no fear in this, I think. right?
yeah, no, we played with quite many bands already, so we know how to pull it off. But
I wasn't doubting your ability. I'm just thinking,
Yeah.
sometimes you step on stage with, a legend.
of course, we always respect that. And but from that, they also feel like, okay, these guys are relaxed and
Can handle their own, right?
They know what they are doing. So that's what they got after the tour from the management. They came to us and they're telling that, like, guys, we've toured with so many bands during our 40 years, but you guys took it very, very well. It was so easy to tour with you, so we're not joining to the US tours.
Awesome. That is all I had. Ducky, anything else?
Yeah, you got all the big ones. Anything else you guys got coming this year next? AKA, when's your next US headlining tour?
Well,
We're gonna wait.
it's US is super important to us, I can tell. So
And super difficult.
You can it's I wouldn't say many bands are really suffering in the first few years tours, let's say. Well, we did 650 average on the latest tour, and that was a second headlining tour. So I would say that wasn't that bad. So 650 in average, which means like sometimes 1,000, sometimes
Right,
300. But it's, there's never 10 people, like you said.
I hope I didn't insult you. That was just
No.
that was just an illustration.
I got exactly what you meant.
Yeah, of
No
course.
worries.
Cool. I'm getting the hook, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go.
Right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for taking the time.